it's all about the 444, yeah. 12 ounce of 360 Oreo, yeah. Okay, that's not a lord, you know. Cause when you search for horse, that is just a horoscope, yeah. Every hour, every minute, every second, yeah. You get devoured just for bitches up in heaven, yeah. Came down, now you had to meet the Lord, so when he or she was born, it was premature, ho. Birth of a new age, shit adorable. Digital, wireless, we don't need a cord, ho. Yeah, all this rain needs a cord slow. I'm Dolo, I don't really need a cord though, yeah. Soon I slide on the block, just like the Fugees if you ready or not. Junkies outside and they need them a light, cause when the freaks come out, it's gonna be in the night. Already the freaks come out, 4 flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out, 4 flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out, 4 flights. The freaks come out, 4 flights. The freaks come out, 4 flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out, 4 flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out, 4 flights. The freaks come out, 4 flights, yeah. Looking for a miracle with the plan. Name one pilot in a sky that don't even land. All y'all little boys, but you wanna grow like a man. So y'all lost in the abyss like a hole in a can. Yeah, gotta take what you take. It's always gonna be space with mistakes, yeah. I hope you got a place that is safe, yeah. And like you gotta face what you face, yeah. I'm already hot. If that big spaghetti pot, like it's ready right. Bitch, my spirit old school like a Chevy box. Do you love me, girl? Crossing me, you better not. Yeah, I got trust issues. The way you act, I'm just trying to see what's up with you. But I can't fuck with you. Yeah, real shit around you, I don't feel safe. Whatever you be clicking on is real bait. I woke up early, real late. Not a fool, wasn't born yesterday, or even in the night. The freaks come out for flights, yeah. Freaks come out for flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out for flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out for flights. The freaks come out for flights. The freaks come out for flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out for flights, yeah. Okay, the freaks come out for flights. The freaks come out for flights. Underlay, mama, uh-oh. What's poppin' tonight? Underlay, mama, uh-oh. Get your head right, by the man, the head flight.
Bitch. Oh, so PBS channel Switch. Switch got the Switch, Nintendo Switch, LESD lights, fluorescent, get lit, like Mitch. All set off Monday morning. I'm saying, all sidral clouds, incense oil sticks. Got the Q-pick on the end of it. Hell, stop. I said moon and Scorpio. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out for flies. Always got to be changed. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the world where everybody else see it. Not even Houdini. It's Fludini. You know what I'm saying? Pilot Man is the one that Fludini. Jurassic Park, open cage, zoo, jawline, neck face, and all that. Yo, grass-fed pet, water bug face, and all of that. All of that. Yo, centipede, kneecap, neck, and all of that. All of that. Yo, new speciation. Yo, so you should be on somebody's scientific channel. I'm saying, seeing all the new test tube, sperm, serum shot, hormones, spectrum, little things that they put in needles, put in a little test tube. I said you should be the first one that be getting the first money and stuff by being an extra. It don't go no further than that. I don't go no further than that. I see dead people. I see dead. No. I'm saying, YouTube, that sigil smoke system, Casper the Ghost, floating around, mutated goddamn air particles. Other than that, yeah, we need to talk about the moon and Scorpio right now. So look, we all reacted and responded to some deep transformation. You know what I'm saying? Take your power and control back. Can you? Or can you not? You know, First, you got to utilize Mars. You think you ruled by Pluto if you're a Scorpio. No, you ruled by Mars. It's just the lower octave version of it. The Greeks called it Pluto. Oh, that's it. This is the lower octave that somebody raised you, indoctrinated, and made you happy. You got toxic natures. That's it. It really don't go no further than that. You thought it meant something spiritual, your phoenix wings flapping and stuff like nah, yeah, you just got desires that go too far. That's it. That's it. It don't go no further than that. Thanks so much for the donation, Mooney Mercury, baby. I appreciate that for the bottom art. Real stuff. I'm saying, so wherever you got Scorpio at, or wherever house you got Scorpio in, sometimes you take things too deep. It's supposed to be brought to the surface, even when you think it ain't, and you feel more comfortable making things more deeper than what it is. So hopefully you ain't got Scorpio in no house that don't really like to be in. I'm saying, because that's the house you take things deeper than what it's supposed to be, and everybody be wondering where you at, even though you physically right in front of them. Somewhere in your mind you ain't. Somewhere in your mind, your spirit jumped inside of it as an individual space, which is a soul, jumped in the pilot seat, but like still let Jesus take the wheel. So we thought you was controlling your mind. We thought you was making up your mind, but it was bending into the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension as a result, as a person who don't know how to make up their mind, like a person who don't know how to make decisions, a person who don't know how to, got to know how. A person who don't got the ability, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But we be looking at you, trying to figure out when you gonna get your life together, when you gonna get it right, when you gonna get on your 1, 2, when you gonna stand up, when you gonna get your rollerblade neck face and then get up and goddamn do something so you goddamn manifest and materialize or something like that. And every now and then we see goddamn you still keep going to jail. You still keep having people up under your SUV. Said you keep being up under somebody's SUV, so you keep being in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Broken kneecaps and elbows and shoulder blades and stuff like that, and the goddamn misaligned collarbones and stuff that lead to your miscellaneous jawline and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It'll never be right. Your face never got right after that and stuff like that. You got a permanent facial expression. You was in a relationship with someone too long who was bullshit. I had to hit him one time, YouTube. I had to hit him one time. Just one time. That's it. I just had to hit him one time. That was it. So you can understand it and get what I'm trying to say in real time. I'm saying, sometimes, a picture could work 1,000 words, and one word could mean 1,000 meanings. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes only take one word to get the program all across all spectrum, sigil systems, races, age, spiritual concepts, Kemet, goddamn sigil, witchcraft. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it take one word, it's spread all across the holy lands and deserts and deserted holy woods and stuff like that in the esoteric world. Everybody get a whiff of the knowledge for their own perception. I'm saying, real stuff, and that's how deep the moon and Scorpio go. You know what I'm saying? Where sometimes it ain't even deep. You just think it's that, because that's the filtering system. Now your life get ready to be toxic. Now you get ready to cheat for reasons that no one should cheat for. And you get ready to develop some self-entitlement energy and damage and self-regret. And you feel this way because the world wasn't this way type energy that don't exist but your mind. But you probably got Scorpio somewhere in your chart. Enough of that. Don't be a sun sign. Enough of that. Sometimes you got to accept that when you the trauma one. You know, sometimes you got to accept you might be the one with the stinger in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta accept can't be the victim. You made someone else victimized. Sometimes you got to accept that. Sometimes you in them type of shoes and stuff like that. Where's Scorpio at? Where's Scorpio? Where's Scorpio on your chart? I'm saying real stuff. Then you ain't do all that in your life because something happened to you, because your mother did this, your mother said that. Trust me, I probably heard the same type stuff. I ain't take it that way. You took it deeper than what it actually was. That ain't no excuse to get in your life and have 10,000 kids, cheat all over the place and stuff like that, 5,000 STDs and stuff like that, and it's all because that one little sentence your mother said that was only like 2 seconds out of your whole life or something like that. That goddamn your next door neighbor went through the same thing. They ain't take it that deep. You made something deeper than what it was. That's not an excuse to self-identify with all the front generational curses in life. Oh, where's Scorpio at? Where's Scorpio in your chart? Where is it at? The moon? Where is it at? Where is it at? It's the ascendant. Where is it at if it ain't your sun? You a frumped out spirit. Real dope. thronked out spirit. I don't know where you going. Somewhere in dark land. That was dark, real dark. No one could see it. No, probably you the only one could see it too. Probably happy to be there because you used a damn hand all day there. Used a damn dildo vibrator all day there. Oh, seriously, don't want to go nowhere. This is where your holy grace and waters at and stuff like I said. Dark behind closed doors, ape house, sigil, occult energy. It's occult energies. Oh, funked out, traumatic, the self-identifying cursed funk spirit. Where's Scorpio at? Tell me right now. Yo, sad real stuff. Oh, funked out, you better learn about astrology, old funk spirit. You got it from your mama. Where's Scorpio at in her chart? Oh, what was day of her born? What year she was born? I'll let you know right now. I'll let you know. Nah, man, you wrong, man. My mama Libra. Oh, shit. Mercury, right there. Mercury, possibility. Mercury, right there. Oh, sad. Nah, man, you wrong, man. My dad is Sagittarius. Mercury, right there. A possibility. Oh, sad. That sigil incense oil stick. I said I got from the Hebrew Israelite, whatever like that. That's a YouTube filter. I downloaded it from TikTok app. Put it on YouTube. Where's Scorpio at? Which one of y'all in the office that run YouTube got Scorpio on y'all chart? Don't try to put shadow ban people. You know what I'm saying? Try to shadow ban a brother like me. Who in that office got Scorpio? Where is that? So y'all need to get in line right now and know what the energy is going on in the goddamn sky. The moon is debilitated. So the moon be playing out like full or new moon energies when it's in Scorpio, no matter what. Like I always tell everybody, well, I don't always, but I got a few live streams. Hopefully I ain't delete. That was like few pointers and gems in there when I was telling y'all anytime the moon is in Taurus or Scorpio, it may play out like new moon and full moon energies. And the moon is it falls in Scorpio and it's exalted in Taurus. So when it's in Scorpio, it play more like a full moon energy. When it's in Taurus, it play more like a new moon energy, no matter the phase. You see what I'm saying? So I'll be trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, be careful anytime the moon is in Scorpio, because it don't matter what zodiac sign you is. The way you may observe things, you may take it a little too deeper than it necessarily needs to be and create an outcome that's transformative, that goes in a direction that's not your favor and stuff like that. Now you're forced to take power and control over a chaotic situation that didn't even have to be that big. See what I'm saying? You didn't have to make that small issue that big. You didn't have to make that surface level circumstance that deep. You see what I'm saying? And we all got those possibilities. So if you got a sun, moon, or ascendant in Leo, Taurus, or Aquarius, right, you may feel comfortable with your own natures, especially if you ain't into astrology, to do what you think is right for you. What's right for you is, in a nutshell, at the starting point of it, what you get ready to make up with your mind, your zodiac. And if you got Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus in one of your main energies, like the sun, moon, or the ascendant, then for the most part, what you may think feel comfortable, right, may be negligent to what's necessarily needed at this moment, because you already fixed. So you're going to feel comfortable and you're going to see fixed results in the world, but your way of going about fixating yourself into a situation of security, stability, support, or something like that, going to be filtered through your square element, your 90 degree, your fixed sign, which is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. So in the Taurus way, you might try to gain stability in a way that Scorpio may not resolve with. It's going to be opposite in some way. So you're trying to gain stability too much surface level. You're not trying to let it go deep underneath no surface to be aware of the full circumstance. So this is how you can get rocked to sleep, taken advantage of, or put your foot in the mouth being a Taurus during this particular time and search for fixated energies, stability, security, and safety. If you're a Leo, the way you express trying to get security and stability, which is fixed energies and stuff like that, is a fiery way. So you may think you need to express yourself, express a feeling, be seen, get attention, give attention to someone in a certain type of creative way. And that way may be negligent, because you may not be seeing the beneath the scene surface of the emotional side of the feeling, where you may be seen as a person that's just attention seeking or giving attention for something that you're trying to get out of it that people don't see, even if you're coming in genuine or good heart or prideful energy, right? Whatever you're seeing still going to be filtered through your 90 degree angle. People going to be thinking what you're expressing attention, giving attention, or trying to receive attention for going to be for some manipulating behind closed doors. And you may put yourself into a situation where you have to overly prove and get your pride hurt because the same value and energy you gave to someone else, they didn't give it back due to the fact of that fart cloud being there of Scorpio, whether you was genuine or not. So for the most part, that's how you come across negligent. If you are a Taurus during this particular time, an Aquarius, I said Taurus. If you're an Aquarius, you may think you need to fixate the situation that may have got too cardinal, too forceful, or too mutable, too all over the place, and you may think you need to anchor it down. So the Aquarius way of doing it is trying to come with a solution or a conversation and think that that's what's necessarily needed. But without the emotional rapport and going beneath the depth with the hydrogen, and you just trying to be oxygen, light, and come with a solution for whoever's up under the heavy water to come up with you, you may create a tornado based upon your density of water, lighter oxygen, a micro version of water, interacting with a heavier version, another person's emotion who don't want to hear the solution at the moment, just want someone to connect and feel the vibe of connecting at the moment, and then therefore that might create a tornado, and you might meet resistance at this moment, and therefore that iceberg, you might get hit cold by it or get stung, whatever, in that water due to the fact of trying to make it light, aka trying to help somebody with your good advice that may not be received well because someone just want to deal with something and they have to go through it based on time to actually get up out of it to realize what you were saying is right. So that's how the Aquarius could go through a debilitated situation at this moment. And Scorpios, y'all supposed to be the example. Y'all, so if you the higher octave Scorpio at the moment, you using the higher octave of Mars, so you don't let Pluto take you down under and things of that nature, and you're a little bit more sensitive and naive to your deep desires and passions and motivations, and not so deeply passionate where you're willing to manipulate to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for the cashapp to me. Oh, what was that, my brother? Hold on, let me make sure if that was right or somebody trolling, because you know I got trolls. I got trolls. Yeah, that might have been a troll right there. So let me not shout that out. Yes, let me go ahead and block this real quick. Cause yeah, that's somebody who just retarded. So this somebody who be wet and just follow everybody who they think follow me and things of that nature and be making fake pages and stuff. So this is a real bored person. Real bored person. Real bored person. But that's how you know you powerful. So we want to use that as a teaching lesson too. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you powerful. When you just got somebody so bored, they stay on everything they like. They made they life your life. I mean, they made they life your life. Yeah, right. If you a powerful person, you have somebody that just you'll be a totally stranger. They make their whole life about you. You could tell just how they troll. So they just sit around all day with a whole bunch of free time. So it's like that's retarded. But at the same time, Scorpio energy. You know what I'm saying? People get real deep with they hating. People get real deep with they boredom. People get real deep with their toxic relationships. People get real deep with the way they interact with their siblings. The people get real deep with the way they act with their co-workers. People get real deep with the way they act with their goddamn associates. People get real deep with their mama. It don't even matter who it is. A person gonna get real deep for no reason because they just flunked. And it's all out of desire. It's all come from the starting point and an intent. I can't have what I want. I'm saying, so when a person in a situation that they can't get what they want, they'll do anything to fulfill their energy with other kind of laughters and trolling and all kind of stuff. But all these two persons just can't get what they want. That's all a troll ever show. A person who get in their way ain't got no time to be paying attention to another person to make another person realize anything. You know what I'm saying? So it just be real flokety float in this world, the way individuals self-reflect themselves and think that they're enjoying themselves at the moment in some way, or think that they're doing something. But all that energy work you putting in the world, I did, and look, I'm using this as a teaching lesson, but on a serious note, I don't understand how a person watch me and do that to me. As spiritual as I am, a person should have their own mind and know, forget me. If you even got any kind of common sense, you know that that's putting in energy work of like blood on your hands. Like you don't get nothing back from that, but your mother back cracking or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like on my page doing that. I don't care who you is. I never figure out who you is or whatever. Even if I do know who you is, I never react or respond the way you want me to, because I'm Uriel. I'm deep in the spiritual world. So nothing you do can affect me. But it's just sad to for me to know what humans don't know, that how it affects them. You trolling me don't do nothing but hurt yourself. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It don't hurt me in my life in any kind of circumstance or situation or goddamn way. But I be baffled at times, because how spiritual I am, for a person to be on my channel and hear the things I'm saying that's beyond me, for a person to know in their own life what it looks like when you practicing wrong witchcraft and stuff like that. And for a person to troll me, that let me know that I need to spit on them, like how I be looking at Jews and Jesuits, and because I be looking at them like they retarded and playing in that world. When I got rinky-dink of humans trolling, that let me know I got a human putting themselves in my shoes and stuff like that, which is too big for you. You're nowhere near me in the spiritual world to even think the way I think. And then for you to even know a little bit about something because you watch my channel, how did you still come to the conclusion of becoming a hater and troll? So at that point, I just look at it like that's sad. Humanity going to hell. It really don't affect me in any kind of way, though. I can sit up here and teach about it all day. Oh, sad real stuff. I can see if you go do that on some rinky-dink people and humans and stuff like that. But how you do that on my channel, and you know what I'm coming with, and I don't even got to do nothing. You should have heard enough for yourself to know you don't practice no witchcraft, no dumb stuff like that. That's stupid. Having a troll page, that's witchcraft in general. You know what I'm saying? Because you're manipulating. You're trying to express something, and you ain't you. That ain't you. It's a fake account or fake page, a delusion. So, off the back, that's witchcraft. And when you get totally invested into another person, where you're willing to go those grave lengths to do that, to affect the person, which you ain't affecting, it just shows what energy you putting into the universe. It ain't got nothing to do with the person you doing it towards. It just shows what you do with the same 24 hours your mama got, your brother got, your sister got, your friend. It just shows what you do with pieces of your 24 hours. So that's going to be your outcome in your life. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Not the person you trolling, not me, not your mama, nobody. So that's what I be thinking about and talking about. You can troll all day. I can give a damn. Thank you so much for the donation. Cash Money Crop. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Real stuff. But just know I never do what you do, or whatever y'all do, whoever trolls. Just know that. So that's like bringing somebody to their energy or something like that, and that ain't even an energy worth doing. Just know I ain't never gonna DoelowDaPilotman. For you to even become a troll of mine, you know DoelowDaPilotman don't put no minutes and seconds and hours and no day to try to find who you is, and to even make a troll page to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be careful. I barely can remember my emails and stuff like that for me going on live on here. You know what I'm saying? So once I'm locked in, I was already cool. I can forget about that, leave that alone. So goddamn it, I definitely ain't got time to be playing your game and the retardation stuff that y'all be playing out. It's low-key retarded. Thank you so much for the donation, Royal Black. I appreciate that for the bottom of my heart. But yeah, that's going back to the allegory of the Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? People is going to go too far, go too deep, and create a transformation for themselves. A power control issue for themselves. So for the most part, right now we got a grand trine too, with the Sun, Mercury, and Cancer, and Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. So for the most part, it's going to put everybody in this energy of looking at comfort zones like it's comfortable, like it's the right decision, and it's not the right decision. It's something that's going to sink you in, and you're going to sink like the Titanic. But it's going to be like a cruise ship that you actually want to be on for your relationship or business or career or whatever like that. Then once it sinks, you're not realizing it's sinking until the end of the movie, until you realize that you picked something based upon a monetary gain, something you was deeply too passionate about, something you want to prove to others about, and you put your foot in your mouth in some way, shape, or form. Then when that phase leaves, and it's no longer in Scorpio energy, it's no longer a grand trine, everything you was doing that you was thinking to get your way or to protect your vulnerability was actually setting you 10 steps backwards and preventing you from opening the doors that you was doing these things for in the first place. So you got to be careful of that too. So Scorpio is almost like extreme self-sabotaging energy in ways that at the jump, it don't appear to be self-sabotaging. It appear to be like it's the right decision and stuff. This is how a lot of people even cheat or jump into relationships and separate from people who've been helping them their whole life and stuff like that to try to make it seem like they don't need them no more. They found somebody better, but they spirit really was just egotistic and needed to get fulfilled in another area. Once that wear off, something happens, then this person got to swallow their pride and go back to their family and look at for everybody to look at them and be like, I told you so and stuff like that. Those are like Scorpio-like situations where you look at a monetary gain that look like it suits your passion in some way. And if you're deeply passionate into something, you're on the lower octave of Mars that looks like Pluto. So whatever you're getting ready to spark as your passion, going to take you down a path of experiencing it as the death card. You know what I'm saying? Which that's also like Aries and Scorpio card too. But you could give birth to something after something die, Aries, or you could stay in that death and self-identify with it to the skull and bones and the casket of it, Scorpio. So for the most part, you once you experience the self-identifying energies and stuff like that, based on getting that monetary gain because you was blinded on deeply being passionate about something. So anything that came around that looked like it was a piece of it, you thought it was the whole thing. And then once you jumped on that boat and it fell and it sank, then for the most part, you got to jump back on that boat that you jumped from in the first place in order to survive. And that might be people that you have to be in their face and have them look at you like I told you so type shit, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you play out the lower octave also during this particular time. So you got to be careful even with the Scorpio energy and things of that nature. When it comes to trying to conduct your feelings and your emotions at this time, you may try to dive too deep into a reaction or how you think you should respond to a scenario. And when you go deep first to make something simple, that's the up below the horizon energy, right? So you're going to try to find a way to make something simple after you're already too deep. And when you lost in that world, whatever you make simple or try to make sense out of may be lost as a whole. But once you come to a decision and actually start to express it, you may not realize it's wrong until the outcome of the circumstance. See what I'm saying? Until the circumstance reached the surface. Once the circumstance reached the surface, you're able to sit back and be like, okay, this situation started because I was in this trauma and I was just using that to fulfill something that I thought was lacking, or I thought I needed to prove to someone, or I thought was going to help me with this passion and motivation that I couldn't see nothing else but that. And that's how Mars lower octave play out for Aries sometimes, and most of the majority times because it's co-ruled by Pluto, Scorpios. So all you see is red. But it's an allegory to you not necessarily seeing red. It's the Mars planet internally we got. So it's like when all you can see is your passions. You can't see nothing else. So any person, place, or thing outside of you that come in your life that appear to seem like they're trying to steer you in another direction, give you some advice opposite towards your passion, whatever like that, you're willing to meet it head on, resistance or opposing energy and things of that nature. And that could be the Aries way, or it could be the Scorpio way. You're willing to manipulate the situation so it can still go your way without the oppositions that people giving you, without them necessarily knowing what you're up to, so you can still be able to do it in the most easygoing manner. So more strategic. So it's still using lower octave Mars, just in a more strategic way. So at the same time, you can kind of look at it like this too. Um, a lot of times, Aries moon signs play out like Scorpio sun signs a lot of times, and Scorpio sun signs play out like Aries moon signs a lot of times. So if you're around a person, they might got any zodiac, but they might got an Aries moon. You might look at that person like a Scorpio first if you don't know their zodiac sign. And they ain't even have to they don't even have to be, they could be any zodiac sun sign, but if they moon Aries, you might, and then in vice versa, sometimes it could be like um and vice versa, because it's a private energy. So the moon is your emotions and things of that nature. So when you got Aries there, that's independent emotions and stuff like that. So you don't want it, you're like secretive. You don't want everybody to know what's going on. So with the Aries moon, sometimes you may play out Scorpio sun characteristics, and sometimes a Scorpio sun don't know that they're appearing to be manipulative. It's just their natural actions at times, right? So they might act like they act in ways that try to not show everybody what's going on behind closed doors. And a Scorpio probably, sun sign, probably be putting it all on the table at times. It's just that Scorpio energy makes another person feel like, okay, then why is this person exposing themselves so much? That they must be up to something, because of that. So a Scorpio sun sign sometimes just appear to be a way that they may not necessarily be too. And they can be passionate about something, and then for the most part, a person that think they passionate about something for an alternative motive. Oh, this person only playing football because they know they could get girls, or this chick, she only around them people or around a lot of guys because she thinks she can learn some tricks or two when she get a guy or something. Like there's always some other type stuff when that probably not even on your mind and stuff like that. Then you probably get so many reactions and responses in your life, you start to identify with those curses that people be giving you. And the older you get as a Scorpio, 21, 22, 23, you start just actually playing that role out. You know what I'm saying? Like you start developing ideas in your mind, like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Almost like you could be in a relationship and don't be a cheater, but a person still um what's that word? Not convince, but accuse you of cheating because of how you like to go to work, or because of how, like, your way of doing it put other ideas on people's mind, and then you'll grow into that energy. Thank you so much for the cash app, Antonio Rivers. You'll end up identifying with that energy, that curse or that trauma, and like start to find ways where you can accept it and get your way with it and stuff like that, and come up with ideas like, I'll be damned if I do, damned if I don't. I ain't even a cheater like that, but if the person gonna keep accusing me, I might as well cheat if they gonna hang around anyway. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is another troll. So you got to keep that in mind. Let me block this person. This got to be a female right here. You know what I'm saying? Because a guy wouldn't waste their time to go get a whole nother fake page to sit there and troll. You know what I'm saying? I only got 230 people in here. Dang, I must be special then to have somebody that invested into trolling on a page that's not worth trolling. So that person invested into me. That person is invested into Uriel. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. You know what I'm saying? What your mama ain't do for you last Christmas? So for the most part, yeah. So yeah, we got the moon. The moon is squaring Venus. The moon is squaring Venus and Mars. So for the most part, and then that's the depositor too. So the depositor of Scorpio is in Leo at the moment in the square energy. So we may feel a little frustrated with even knowing how to bring things to the surface and be deep and be in our passions and stuff like that, because we're going to be confused. It's going to be things that we know we got to do towards our passions that we're going to be uncomfortable with doing because it's not no genuine connection, or it's not deep enough, or things haven't came to the surface as manifestations from which you're trying to accumulate and transform deeply as a passion and stuff like that. So you may know you have to express or be seen or show yourself in certain areas that you may not feel comfortable with showing or being seen at the moment and stuff like that, or doing things at the moment, which can put you in a situation of the 90-degree angle of the moon squaring Mars, and Mars being a depositor. So so it being the depositor, is going to be things you have to do as far as your passions. But based upon Mars being in Leo, how you emotionally connect with your depositor is going to be through the filtering system to show you it's a whole bunch of stuff you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing at the moment, but you need to do it. So it could put you in procrastinating energies by default during this particular time, because you might not want a vulnerability or an expression, even if it's not vulnerability, to be on the stage with Leo, to be seen, even if it could be positive at the moment, because you may think you need to go deeper right now. You see what I'm saying? Moon is Scorpio. Moon is debilitated. So that form of deepness is almost like an inverted mutable water Pisces kind of way, where you think you're going back to the drawing board, but it ain't going back to the drawing board to create mutable water, something else, and add this to it and add this on the plane of board and stuff. It's thinking it's going back to the drawing board, but it's going back to one thing, the Titanic ship and stuff like that. And it might be a ship that's getting ready to sink, but you probably got so much invested in that ship, you trying to see how you can save it and stuff like that, and go cover up all the water pockets and stuff like that so it don't start sinking and stuff, and because you probably invested into money and stuff like that, esoterically speaking, in that mental form. That's a relationship your spirit that got lost in. Then so for the most part, you need to so at this time, when it comes to our passions and motivations and desires, you need to make sure that you're not in those situations where you're not doing things, you're just totally procrastinating. But at the same time, utilize this transformative circumstance to let you know you might need to transform how you was going about your passions, and take more power and control over it, so your desires can start to manifest right now, and you don't be doing no old and outdated ways of the how you was going about your motivations and your passions. And it's squaring Venus too. And Venus is debilitated in Scorpio, so it don't really matter. So right now, you might care more about money or stability or security, or just getting your itch scratched right now, than an actual love matter or relationship or circumstance. And that's not for everybody, but a lot of times you might manifest, even if you're not in that space, you might manifest people who give you that kind of energy. Even if they're not in that energy, it's just the energy fart cloud floating around for you to be aware of first. So you have to actually experience the situation without prejudging to see if you actually right or not. If you just jump in a situation prejudging and stuff like that, you might miss an opportunity to your best relationship or friendship or whatever like that. But then again, it's a possibility you might be proven wrong at this time too, and go for something and actually manifest someone who only care about dropping your Barbie drawers at the moment, or Batman briefs, and then for the most part trying to rock you to sleep in some way, because they only care about money and whatever they got going on at the moment. Something that's more important, and you just in the back seat when they choose to put you on the driver's seat whenever they choose to park, because they tired of driving at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Now with the Grand Trine energy, it's going to be this gift to be able to see a whole bunch of things that may lead us to docile procrastination energy in areas we don't need to procrastinate at, especially when it comes to like Saturn. Neptune part was cool, but it being in the same energy as Saturn, both being in Pisces, that's not necessarily a time to procrastinate when it comes to how you see reality. If you see reality in La La Land right now, it's going to lead you to procrastinating and make you think to yourself that you're making the right decision, due to the fact of the world right now not manifesting things from La La Land into reality yet. You know, the shadow government got a whole bunch of wiggle room, throwing things against the wall to see what sticks, and they got y'all in micro versions of it. A lot of y'all testing things here and there, and seeing what sticks. Seeing if you get attention here, seeing if you get likes here, seeing if you could progress here, this, there. And for the most part, if you don't see the percentage level of sticking energy, then for the most part, you're going to go somewhere else to see what stick. So they got y'all on the micro scale of it, all the way down to that cryptocurrency and all that kind of circumstance, where a lot of people was putting a lot of money in Bitcoin and stuff like that to see what stick. Then there was a lot of things you couldn't even buy. Then it would crash and things of that nature, and they would have to do a lot of things like refund and different types of currencies you probably still can't use and all kind of bullcrap. But that's all kind of small subsidiary versions of, they got the macro version and the micro version of the low-hanging fruit, and the people who run the world throwing things against the wall to see what sticks. Because because we're in a new time right now. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, with this new time that we are in, you have to make sure that, you know, you ain't just throwing anything at the wall and stick. You got some intelligence, and you trying to formulate and you trying to manifest. So you doing something in the world. You're not just sitting around procrastinating and thinking, because that's the area you're gonna be in where you think you actually throwing an egg at the wall and see what stick. You just looking at the egg box. You ain't throw no egg yet. You still trying to make the decision. Okay, yeah, I'll throw an egg tomorrow. Then tomorrow come. You see something else and try to learn something else before you live your life. Then I throw an egg in 2 weeks. Then in 2 weeks come, and then you'll probably get a reading from a reader or something like that. Then they convince you don't throw the egg to 6 months, and then all this time go past and stuff like that. And then when it's time to throw the egg, you didn't convince yourself that you threw the eggs. Then you gotta look down. All the eggs are still in the carton, aka looking to the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. You bullshitted for the past 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, right, the moon being in Scorpio right now, and plus it's squaring Venus and Mars, right? You might get blinded and be frustrated in your love matters right now, how to go about your passions, because you know some things you need to do that may put you in an uncomfortable place. So you're going to procrastinate on that. And then it's going to add a double entendre or a triple entendre due to the fact of the grand water trine, especially the Pisces one, Saturn and Neptune, where you start to find a delusion. Pisces, give it a 120-degree angle. Trine, find a gift where you can make it make sense. And since it's a delusion, Trine, you're going to make it make sense of why you shouldn't do something, and this imagination is what you need to wait for or expect or start to play out that really just in another path of what you're supposed to do, and convince yourself that that's the right magnitude. Then it's going to filter out through how you see reality through a 120-degree angle. Saturn and Pisces. Then for the most part, you're going to see that as reality, and you're going to be making up all kind of concepts of this what you need to do, and this is how you're going to manifest and materialize as an outcome. Then it's going to filter through the Sun and Mercury in Cancer. It's going to be your actions, how you view things, and your moods you express, and the things that's on your mind and the stuff you rather talk about. And every conversation you have and how your actions is going to be the filtering system of everything I just broke down. And it's just going to be you doing a whole bunch of talking and not doing anything. And then when someone actually point that against you and things of that nature and challenge you on that, you going to express that Cancer mood and get emotional and moody or something like that, thinking that someone's hating or thinking that you are doing something and someone is trying to find something that you ain't doing in some way, shape, or form. And it's just really you paying a whole lot of attention to your emotions and feelings at this time, and you think you're doing something by just doing that. But in actuality, all the eggs are still in the carton. You're not putting the footwork in some way, shape, or form. With the Jesus slipper sandals, with your open toes out as a female, or Jesus, the wooden Timberland steel toe metal boots, being a man. You're not putting these things on the ground and putting in the work. So you can't really be sitting around frustrating about what attention you're getting or not, or what you're materializing or not. You're not allowed to complain about that if God and the universe don't even see you putting in no work. And you can't make things easy, especially if you want to do something. If you want to do something, that's an intent. So your mind start to interact with the universe, and you'll start to manifest all kind of circumstances to represent how to get there, negative or positive. Now, a lot of y'all get met with resistance, attach it to y'all vulnerability energies, and since you don't want to be vulnerable, you create a false ego to run away from experiencing those rejection or those situations that you probably didn't even experience. And therefore, you end up not putting in any work based on what you want to do. And you'll be trying to find an easy way to do what you want to do, a shortcut. So you'll be trying to find something else that really ain't got nothing to do with what you want to do, and create something in your mind like that's putting in work that got something to do with what you want to do. But you're not jumping in any role, dealing with any person, place, or thing or circumstance that got something to do with what you actually want to do and what you started off as an original thought to accumulate to become your experiences. You met one resistance in that path, jump on another path, and then try to convince yourself that what you're doing on this other path got something to do with you moving forward more in that path. And no, it's not. You're just sweeping that path under the rug, under the bed, and going on another path because you think it's easier at the moment to do and it's more accepted at the moment, and you ain't got to put in so much work and reciprocity and stuff like that. And then eventually you're going to be on that path so long, you're going to see you getting further and further drifting away from that original path. And then eventually you might have convinced yourself that the path you on was the right one. And then now you just old hag. Yeah, you just old hag. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful. And that goes for males and females. You could be an old hag, being a man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them right now is about 25, 26, and they online content creators. They call them the red pill community. These are young old men. A lot of them ain't even got no hair already and stuff like that, with grandpa waistlines and stuff and Balenciaga shoe jawlines and stuff like that. They have to tell you they 24 and they just got out of college and stuff like that. You'll be looking at them, respecting them like your uncle who just got out of jail or something like that, and they probably younger than you. You know what I'm saying? That's the red pill community. They already done lived 80 years of their life because they were so depressed about what they didn't have the couple 5 years of their high school life and things of that nature. So for the most part, that be these type of individuals. They play out old hag energies. You know what I'm saying? So any female they do get, they give extra emphasis to things that they can really say nice. Like if they got a female that could cook. Okay, the average relationship, they speak nicely. In their relationship, anything, it could be nothing going wrong in a relationship. They still add extra emphasis of resentment energies and stuff like that. Add extra words they have to say just to tell the person to cook. Yeah, you know you could cook today, right? Yeah, where all that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Yeah, that's old hag energy. Go through beta male energy. And a lot of them like in their 20s right now. Like it ain't really no age on old hag energy. It's all about your upbringing and what you didn't put so much energy in on the things that you lacked of, that there lacks of in your life. That you could speed up the process. Anytime you go into the spiritual world, time speed up down here. So you'll be in your imagination, but spiritually you just in the wrong space, developing the wrong imaginations. So you still sped up time. You just sped it up and became old too fast. Old female, old woman, man too fast. Stuff like that. You could have used your imagination that was in youthful energies. And then you'll be looking young all the way in your damn 60s and 70s and stuff like that. But you spent probably 2 weeks, first week in college or something like that, with a whole bunch of thoughts and feelings and some old hag energy. So yeah, the first couple of years, you probably got your own business and stuff like that, become successful and stuff like that. Can't nobody stand being around you for 5 minutes though. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You got to find a fool that then gave more importance in their mind, because they indoctrinated of, first man you find, little girl, with some rims, you make sure, any man better than no man. Or if you're a little boy energy and you find a woman, yeah, first female that look like she's super submissive, look like a nun dressing and stuff like that, and look like she's a super virgin and stuff, you better get her. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you'll find somebody that'll take all that sweat and probably take them about 2 weeks to get out of that and be like, oh no, I'm with the devil. At some point, you have to look at yourself like, dang, so what I go to college for? You start blaming your mother and stuff like that. No, you got to blame yourself. You the one who jumped in your mind and think the shadow government. You can't blame your mother. She ain't no better either. She was born by some goddamn prostitute. Real stuff. Start blaming everybody in the world. Oh, it's your fault I got this job, but it's a better job than everybody else. But you'll find a resentment anywhere. Oh, you'll go out to family reunions. Yeah, I never wanted to go to college for that. Everybody got to look around like, where this coming from? You know what I'm saying? It's about 20, 30 years down the line and stuff. Everybody like your grandpa, Uncle Sally, and Miss Sally and all them there in wheelchairs and shit. And spit. I'm jumping up on my words, and I'll be trying to, I keep forgetting it's the PBS channel. You know what I'm saying? But it's about 20, 30 years later and stuff like that. Here you go. Yeah, I ain't never want to go to college for that. Everybody got to look around like, where does it come from? You know what I'm saying? All that pent up resentment energy is that Michael B. Jordan shrivel, got bubblegum shrimp energy. Forrest Gump box of chocolate energy. You know what I'm saying? They keep that. You could have stayed at the crib. If you about to bring that energy to the family reunion, you know what I'm saying? You could have still bringing all these demonic spirits. Yeah, would you had to work hard yesterday? What they gave you had to work overtime or something like that? You know, brought too many spirits from work or something like that. Don't bring it to the whole family reunion. Keep that at the room. Keep that in the next to the bathroom where your bedroom at upstairs in your household. Like this little fart cloud you vibe you in should never reach outside. It should have never went down the steps. Should have never followed you nowhere. It should have never had went into your phone and uploaded online. And who gave you Wi-Fi to pay for that? You shouldn't even have no social media page where you can even express that thought. You know what I'm saying? Where it can travel in the world. You mean to tell me something that should have stayed in the next room, in the upstairs bathroom, in your New York City apartment complex building? You mean to tell me we got technology where you can upload it online and it go across the world? Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, the world is ended. That's it. World over. World is over. That's it. The world is over. Lord Jesus Christ, the world is over. Oh, son, that should have never left that little part. It should have never left that little area closer when that day that you ate too much. You ate too much McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, stuff like that. Popeyes, KFC, and you was sitting on the toilet, that little area next to the window in the bathroom. It shouldn't even left the bathroom, them fart clouds. Real stuff. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Oh, so don't come hurting nobody else in life. Blocking and wasting other people's time. Hurt people. Last time I checked, mental illness is a hurtness. A person be hurting. I don't care how good they make it look. You might work with a person. You might think that's the nicest person in the world. Yeah, right. You don't know them like that. You probably be talking too much. And you need to stop telling them all your business and stuff. Like everybody at your job ain't your friend. Real stuff. No, I'm saying they don't tell them what people are going through. They ain't got them at the crib. So you need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You be thinking you just got this peaceful friend and stuff like that at that job or whatever like that. Whole city and state and up North Dakota know your business. You know what I'm saying? But how Nelly know your business? How your business? How your whole life become somebody's rap lyrics and songs and stuff like that? In your mind, you think don't nobody know you and stuff like that. Yeah, right, man. World working mysterious ways. God, I'm telling you. God working mysterious ways. How funked out and traumatic y'all GMO ass spirits is. How Nelly know to say oh, they hit the head right, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? How we know they was talking about you and stuff like that? We ain't no Nelly and state lunatics knew about you. You know what I'm saying? Bad or we ain't know they was talking about you. I say yeah, guys. I don't know who paying your Wi-Fi bill. Get offline. Them fart clouds. You express yourself. Never leave your upstairs bedroom. Real stuff. But other than that, yeah, all this energy is correlated to this grand trine, grand water trine, Scorpio moon, Sun and Mercury in Cancer, and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. And I already broke down the filtering system, so you need to keep that moon and Scorpio in check right now in the sky as below for yourself, whether you got Scorpio in your chart or not. That's even worse. You're not even going to know how to even adjust something that you don't even think is wrong at the moment. And it's probably the most worst train wreck you get ready to experience, in your life. And you bought the tickets, paying attention to that in the esoteric world. PBS channel, esoterically speaking. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So yeah, a lot of y'all got with the Scorpio, and then the house you got Scorpio in. That's going to be the area of life you may get too comfortable, make things too deep. You may cause unnecessary arguments and stuff like that because you frustrated about something that ain't got nothing to do with the people you get ready to argue with. You know what I'm saying? But you made it in your mind like it got something to do with them. So you got to be careful of that energy too. Kind of like chill out, observe a situation so you don't sting nobody or sting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's whole big deep possibilities of stinging yourself. Just because you made something more deeper than what it actually is. And it don't even be that deep. And it don't make it no better, all this stuff online and stuff like that. They be giving y'all ego boosting energy to make y'all make things deeper than what it is and stuff like that. So you'll have all this traumatic, extreme thoughts and feelings before doing anything. You might got to call your mama one day or something like that. Remind her she got to go get her glaucoma medicine and stuff like that. You didn't watch too many videos online. You got to think 16 hours out the day before you built enough courage or confirmation to be like, okay, it's time to do it or something like that. That's now you just too much mental illness. And it's something that you're supposed to already know. Your mother need her arthritis in her kneecap medicine and stuff like that, and she can't get it and stuff like that. You didn't watch the video online. Now you got to think, all right, how do I got to do this? Okay, the universe attacking me. Oh, shit, I got to do this. It's going to feel like this. This going to sit your lost ass spirit down somewhere. Life is not that hard. Life is not that complicated. You just too lazy. That's what it all boils down to. You made your mission sitting around trying to figure out what to do. So anytime you hear something that's telling you something or something like that, that become your mission. You'll find that to be your mission. That just look like sitting down. So that just look like laying down somewhere or something like that. You done made that your mission. They're like, oh yeah, I got to make sure I'm spiritual today. I got to make sure I sit somewhere 24 hours and just hear something that I'm going to make up in my mind and do 10 years later. Oh, that's the mission with tomorrow. Oh, so that be in y'all notepads, y'all dream journals and stuff like that. This is how you going to not do something tomorrow. That's all it boils down to, really. You be making up, I'm going to do this. You got a whole notebook full of things you're going to do. All them things that humans do look like nothing. I say, oh yeah, I'm about to practice my spirituality now. You about to be crossing it out tomorrow. Yep, I accomplished everything. Then you're going to be looking at God waiting for a manifestation. And then God going to look at the notebook of everything you think you put a whole bunch of work in that you crossed out. You're going to be, look, God, I did a whole bunch of stuff. God going to be looking at it. Sitting Indian style. You lit a piece of sage for 5 seconds. You had a crystal and gem in your back pocket at work. What? Get the fuck out of my face. Shit, you don't deserve shit, bitch. I had to give it to her one time. I'm sorry, you two. I had to give it to her one time. One time, you two. I'm sorry, you two. Don't put the yellow light. Don't put the yellow light on this one. Let it be universal. All countries can watch it. All countries need this knowledge. For real, all countries need it. Don't limit the ads in countries. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. God be like, what is this? What is this? I said, I wrote an affirmation and hung it on the wall. What is this? Did God start looking around at your house and stuff? Look at them dirty dishes in the sink. What is this? I said, God start looking at the times you washed your ass. This person got the same clothes on for 3 days. Same Batman Barbie draw. God, get your ass out my face. You ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't fluff that ass at you. Real stuff. You ain't showing nothing. You ain't about nothing. Real stuff. I mean, in your mind, you didn't put in all kind of work. Your whole day went towards that. You like, look, God, look, my whole day went towards this. Look, God, look on it. Like, it's a dent in your couch because you was binge watching with a crystal up under it or something like that, like the Tooth Fairy. What is this? What is this? This ain't no work. This ain't put it on you. Where you change the world at? Where you change somebody's mind at? You can't change your, oh my Lord Jesus Christ, get out my face. I never knew you. I don't know what you speak. I can't get jiggy with this shit. Talking about you casting spirits for God. You was casting out demons and stuff like that. God, I never knew you. Who was you? Who are you talking about? I said, what are you talking about? You weren't casting no demon away but your goddamn Michael Jackson glove hand, vibrator, and dildo. He was dealing with Michael. Archangel Michael. Fighting a dragon. Don't fight your desire. You weren't doing nothing else. That was it. You made that harder than what it is. Real stuff. Hey. Moon and Scorpio. Real stuff. Yeah, I got the peep game right now. Life is tricky. If you can't catch yourself. I said catch yourself. Stop playing with yourself. I said catch yourself. Stop playing around with life. You know what I'm saying? Get back on track. Get back on the right train track system. You know what I'm saying? And Indiana Jones with your rope system down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? What's homeboy? Mr. What's that Mr. dude name? I forgot the Mr. dude name. You know what I'm saying? It's nice in the neighborhood, Mr. Do Guy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you got good transition days, not good dark death days that you got to transform and stop doing days because you couldn't stop doing it. You couldn't stop in moderation. God took it away from you. I'm saying real stuff, all that business, that flunked out relationship you took advantage of and stuff like that, all the way down to 8th house and stuff like that. You was in a goddamn accident. You got to run around. You ain't got no hands no more. You know what I'm saying? You got no hands no more. God took it away from you. Saying you got a God-made batteries don't exist no more. That. You know what I'm saying? God made the material that goes around, the fake rubber, the fake people's men flesh and stuff. That God don't make those no more. You know what I'm saying? God made those illegal now. You see, you couldn't get out of something. Couldn't stop in moderation. God took it away from you. You know what I'm saying? That's the Pluto energy. It transformed it way before you wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to transform things in your life for yourself, God and Pluto will come transforming for you. You know what I'm saying? Take your grandma right away from you. You know what I'm saying? Take your wrist and knuckle cap right away from you. You know what I'm saying? Batteries won't exist no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, flunked out male and female spirits. But yeah, y'all got the peep game. Y'all got to get y'all life together and this stuff. Moon and Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Grand Trine energy. Don't go try to get hired at a job and then goddamn it, the job don't hire you or whatever like that, and you use that as an excuse. You want to go play the video game all day. Saying no, goddamn well the video game is the reason you ain't shit in the first place or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You get like something go wrong, have an argument with your mother or something like that. Oh, that's the excuse to go buy up all the batteries out Walmart and stuff like that for your vibrator. That's not an excuse for that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't an excuse to go back to your habits. Moon and Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. So let me go ahead and get some rest because I'm gonna do a lot of stuff early in the morning. So because I got to do some consulting. I ain't know I was reaching time today and stuff like that. But I'm trying to get everything out the way and stuff. And we'll do open panel. I'm gonna just call it open panel. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my topics be so deep sometimes, or the way I go about it ain't much to say after me. What can you say? What can you add on besides me listening to you and I start thinking you flunked? So I get it. And so tomorrow there's gonna be open panel and stuff like that. Then everything should be straight and then get on the mission vacation. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Hey. Moon and Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go buy some super glue or something like that and like buy some duct tape to put on that closet, that hidden closet you got that your kids don't know about in your bedroom, you know what I'm saying? I know how y'all mothers be. I know how y'all young mothers be. You know what I'm saying, Rules? If you gotta go to the Party Mac store or something like that, because you somebody that's listening to Red Pill so much, so you don't know how to have social skills to have actual people in your life. You know what I'm saying? You got no kids, nothing and stuff like that. Not to even say if you got kids, but you know what I'm saying? So you just got yourself. You deal with yourself all day. You know what I'm saying? You go to the esoteric playground. You know, you see the devil's playground as the mind become idle and stuff like that. And, you know, the devil just wants you to play around all day. But if you at the playground by yourself, who you playing with? Moon and Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Party Mac store. Go get them O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson zipper gloves, and the goddamn Play Store police cuffs. Oh, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And some of you females go get some duct tape. Get good duct tape, good 8th house duct tape, military tape and stuff like that. And you like put it out, get some masonry energy so you can have rulers and stuff. So you can put it right on the edges where it's hard for you to open that little closet that your kids never knew you had in your room. Hey, Moon in the 8th house. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Don't go to hell.